Alright, I just got off work a little while ago. As you can see, how I set this on here. I put this in the middle just so nothing happened while I was at work. Is that going down? No, it's going up. Anyway, you can kind of see it a little better. See, I loosen these. Can't take them completely off unless I take these out, this axle. But I'm just gonna get to this edge. That's all I really wanted to do. This says brushing may show variations in sheen based on substrate conditions. It says reduce 5 to 10% with this, which I read some people don't even reduce it, so it's not like it's, I think just reducing it changes the way it flows. So I think I'm gonna probably reduce it 10%, that way I don't know, I'll start at 5. See how it looks. But let me mix this up. Oh yeah. Almost forgot. I'm brushing it on, obviously, so I got some. They're not the cheapest brushes, but they're not a waste of money either. But I got this just to get rid of some streaks if I get them from brushing. So we'll see how that goes. I'll mix this up and start. Pretty exciting. Well, I gotta tape it off first and then I'll mix. I'll attempt to record a little bit of me putting it on there for the first time. Alright, that's what it looks like when I opened it. I'm gonna set the camera down and try to film me putting it on. This is how I taped it off. I just had some duct tape laying around. I'm not gonna waste some nice masking tape for this. And I'm just gonna be easy going around the drain plug, just being careful. This stuff actually spreads out a lot more than I thought. It's actually kind of going on a little too thick for the first coat. It says if you put it on too thick, it absorbs moisture. That's how it cures. Absorbs moisture out of the air. If you put it on too thick, it'll cause little bubbles to appear. I got it pooling up right over here, so I'm trying to pick some of it up. Spread it out. Glad I didn't reduce it. Shit's fucking runny. Alright, I got the first coat on. That shit's way thin, or can spread out a lot. Like I didn't even probably use like maybe, might have used a quarter of the quart I got. And that was probably maybe too much for the first coat. See, that popped out, but it was easy. Went around it. Same with the drain plug. I don't know if you can see it. I actually made sure my brush was like really dry, and then I just kind of went over it. So I did paint over it. It was very light, so there wasn't nothing like running down into the threads or anything. I tried to get in there as good as I could. Of course, they can't get all the way in there. Ain't no big deal. That looks pretty rough, but that was how it was. But I'm actually going to be painting or sanding this, or scuffing it and then painting it. So I'm just going to leave one coat on that. I'm just going to leave just one coat on the cover, the complete cover, because that's all going to be covered by the bracket, the wishbone bracket. You'll be able to see the center, but I'm going to scuff it and paint it. Shoot. Got some dents. But yeah. Turned out pretty good, I think. And then what I did was I dumped it out, and then I poured a little bit of the reducer into this. I didn't mix it, I just let it float on the top. And that's called what the hell is that called? Solvent lock. Basically keeps all sources, like all oxygen away from it, so it won't dry up in the can. And then I left the plastic on there so I could get the lid back off when I go to do the second coat. But it's pretty. I'm going to try to do the next coat a little more consistent. Like, I won't brush back over it after it dries. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Brush back over it after it started tacking up. So it left a pretty good brush mark. That's pretty shiny right there. Anyways, I'm gonna try to find something to do while I wait. Alright. So I took the cover off, scraped around the edge, cleaned it. Mine doesn't have a magnet built into it on the cover. So I just put a magnet in there and kind of moved it around, and I sprayed it out pretty good with brake cleaner. Then same thing with the cover. Scraped it off. That's all surface rust. Cleaned it out. So next step is putting the gasket on and hoping it seals.